Welcome to the show. I think that I feel like hanging out and telling some stories tonight. That's what I think. Telling some stories. What kind of stories should I tell tonight? Maybe leave a message in the comments about what kind of stories you'd like to hear from Professor Sean. I've got stories about growing up hard as fuck, tortured, literally. I got stories about being homeless on the streets. For real. I got stories about being kidnapped by the circus. Some real shit. I got stories about institutionalization. I got stories about wrongful arrests. I've got stories about how the liberals have been hurting me my entire life. My entire life, the liberals have been hurting me. When some more people are in here, I'll start telling people where the liberals hurt me. Show you on the doll where the liberals hurt me. It all started when I was about 6, and I became an experiment. Hey, what's up, Indulge? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Say hello. Make sure to like. Subscribe if you haven't. You look high as usual, Mama. My brother, I am always high. High on life, of course. High on life, of course. No, I'm just the chillest motherfucker you ever met in your life, bro. I just genuinely don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Well, let's look at it like this. I'm 47 years old. I have a beautiful house, a beautiful daughter, a beautiful wife. I don't have to work. Right? You know what I'm talking about? I don't even fucking have to work. And not because of fucking YouTube. Because of other shit I did so good before. That even after I failed in life, this beautiful life I have now was my consolation prize. You know what I'm talking about? So who the fuck am I to complain? I'll watch my 85-inch TV and hang here on the couch with you. And, you can just chill all day and smoke and have fun. And bro, let me tell you, my brother, that's what it's all about. With like your hot-ass Latino wife. That's a nice combo, bro. With the loving, doting daughter, the 2 beautiful dogs, the 85-inch TV, the 4 Alexas. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck that shit. Yo, let me go suck some corporate cock for 6 figures. Go fuck yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You got life set, dude. Dude, I ain't sucking no corporate cock. I know dudes, they think they so hard, bro, because they make like six figures, but like they talk to their boss like they's like some little cis fucking like little loser, bro. Like this is active submission in corporate culture. Ass kissing and everything else, you know. You gotta put up with a lot of shit. I never played that game. But anyway, here we are. Just talking about how the liberals hurt me. And then we got into a diatribe about Professor Sean's life. Professor Sean's life is pretty good, really. I can't complain. You know? I can't complain. My wife's gonna make me an apple pie tomorrow. I love apple pie. I love apple pie. What else am I gonna eat tomorrow? I have to think of something. Someone give me an idea for something yummy to eat tomorrow. I feel like maybe teaching my wife a new recipe. Because I certainly don't cook. I don't do shit, guys. I really don't do shit. Of course, you know how much you're worth. Well, you gotta know your own worth, son. Panikri? Panikri? I don't even know what that is, dog. I gotta eat something like American. What is Bigos? That could be like some local shit, or like you could be trying to say like some high class shit. You know, I went to some really nice dinners in my life, like some $500-600 dinners, and I hated that food. Les Pigeons. What else was really expensive? Butter in New York City was expensive. Uh, Eden Hill was expensive. You know what was really nice was Polish. Interesting. What was really interesting was at the top of the Space Needle in Seattle and at the top of the Stratosphere in Las Vegas. They used to have restaurants, believe it or not. Really expensive, nice restaurants. But they closed them down. But you used to be able to sit up there and eat and look at the skyline. One day I'll have to look into some Polish food, brother. Are you in Poland now? Where's everybody from? Make sure to like and subscribe, everybody, by the way. Where's everybody from? What's your name? What's your sign? What are your interests? Who you be with? Sweden. Nice. The beautiful women of Sweden. The beautiful women of Sweden. But you're from Poland. I'm originally from Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn until I was 5. And then my parents moved upstate New York to a small town named Stormville. And then after that, I got shipped around from facilities to facilities to facilities while the liberals hurt me. My whole childhood. And then eventually, my family moved out to Las Vegas when I was 15. And then I moved out there with them. And then when I was 18, I moved back to New York. And then when I was 19, I moved down to Springfield, Missouri. My biggest regret in life was not investing correctly. That was my biggest regret. That is my biggest regret in life. Was I used to make like 20, 30, sometimes $68,000 a month. A month. A lot of money. And I was an early adopter of Bitcoin too, and I've just lost more fortunes than most people have ever made, of course, you know. And I was never as smart with my money as I thought that I was, to be honest. Be smart with your money, guys. You know? I tell you, not leaving the United States earlier in my life, that's a regret. You know, if I would have gone at the height of my empire back in the States and relocated down somewhere in South America, I could have lived like a king, a literal king. Not like the King Elvis, but like a real king. Maybe I could have had like a city. Could have been crazy shit, you know? I mean, if you're making like 20, 30 grand a month in like any South American country, you're like a god. It's crazy, you know? So like, if I was making that kind of money now, I could only imagine the things that I could do. So yeah, if you are fortunate enough to make a lot of money, you have to reinvest. There's no other way. You can't just look at numbers in the bank. You know, you can't just look at a portfolio. You can't just, you can't look at the number in your bank account and say, wow, I'm in a good place because I have 250 grand in the bank. You can't look at that and say that when your bills are $12,000 a month. Even if you're making $30,000 a month. Because what if you don't make any more money? Because your work dries up or you get fired or whatever else the case may be. And now you have $12,000 a month worth of liability. You know? That's what happened to me. Yeah. So I retreated down to South America eventually. Yes. So what is the greatest regret in my life? Carlos, that I don't even think is in the room anymore? Well, I have a lot of them. Chiquita. She just had a little nightmare or something. Well, guys, I think we've had fun. I'm gonna head off for the night. If you're watching this later, make sure to like and comment and subscribe. And as always, I'm here to serve.